Hey guys, Derek from Bomb Socks here with more Bomb Bites, feasting upon the words of Christ. We do it one bite at a time. So we're introducing you to Mormon. We gave you a little overview yesterday, and I want to show you him as a 10-year-old. Here he is right here, young Mormon as a 10-year-old. So this is the first 4 verses of Mormon chapter 1. So as you look at these verses, let me just kind of summarize it here. Imagine this man right here. So this guy is Ammoron. He is the last record keeper that was found in the book of 4th Nephi. So Ammoron comes up to Mormon and says this: I perceive that thou art a sober child and quick to observe. Therefore, when ye are about 24 years old, so this is 14 years later, I would that ye should remember the things which ye have observed concerning this people. And when ye are of that age, go to the land Antum unto a hill, which shall be called Shim, and there have I deposited unto the Lord all the sacred engravings concerning this people. And behold, ye shall take the plates of Nephi unto yourself, and the remainder shall ye leave in the place where they are, and ye shall engrave on the plates of Nephi all the things that ye have observed concerning this people. Or you got Ammoron talking to Mormon about this, and here's Mormon saying, okay, a 10-year-old boy. And so I don't know, I look at that and I just think, what 10-year-old out there would hear this and be like, yes, I'm happy to do so. It's just an interesting little character sketch of Mormon. So the words I want to focus on for a moment are the words sober and quick to observe. Now, the word sober we've usually attributed to just not drunk, right? And it's so much more than that. Sober really means clear-minded and clear, having your, if I can use the words, having your mind and your intellect very clear and very active. And so that is sober-minded, to where you're able to think clearly. And then quick to observe is such a great statement here. Let me show you a couple quotes with regards to quick to observe. So Elder M. Russell Ballard, 2 fundamentals of being quick to observe. First of all, President M. Russell Ballard said this: too many allow themselves to almost live online with their smart devices. Screens illuminating their faces day and night, and earbuds in their ears, blocking out the still small voice of the Spirit. Now, this was shared several years ago, and you look at how that is now. If we do not find the time to unplug, we may miss opportunities to hear the voice of Him who said, "Be still and know that I am God." Now, and I appreciate his words here as well, there is nothing wrong with taking advantage of the advances in the technologies inspired by the Lord, but we must be wise in their use. That's such a great statement there. Now, in this quote by Elder Bednar, when we are quick to observe, we promptly look or notice and obey. Both of these fundamental elements, looking and obeying, are essential to being quick to observe. And the Prophet Mormon is an impressive example of this gift in action. Elder Bednar actually gave this talk. I would recommend to all of you, in fact, you could do it as soon as you're done with this, because I'm going to keep this one fairly brief. Go back and watch Elder Bednar, or read Elder Bednar. This is 2005. It was a BYU speech, and it was called Quick to Observe. The whole talk is wonderful. Elder Bednar gives several examples of what it means to be quick to observe. I remember seeing a video a few years ago from Sister Barbara Thompson. She was in the General Relief Society presidency. She gave this, and I thought this is a great example of being quick to observe.
Many years ago, I had finished college, and I had gotten home from my mission and gotten a good job. And so I had the opportunity to buy a little home out in a new neighborhood. And I'd moved in the fall, and so I was able to plant a little bit of grass in the front yard. Well, the backyard I didn't do a thing with, and over the winter and the spring, and now in the middle of the summer, the weeds had grown very high. Some of them were 4 feet high. Now, this isn't my particular home that you'll see up here, but my weeds were worse than this. They had stumps, some of them as big as a tree. And I came home from work one night, and I thought, well, I've got to clear this and get it ready so I can plant some grass. So I took my shovel and went out and just started hitting and beating at those weeds and shoveling and digging and hitting, and I hope I was not cursing. But I was really working hard, and it was very hot, and I was just perspiring, and all of a sudden, I looked up, and around the side of the house came my home teachers. And I thought, oh, help has arrived. And they came over and they said, "Oh, Sister Thompson, there you are. We knocked on the door. We saw your car out front. We knocked on the door. No answer. So we thought we'd come around here, and there you are." And I says, "Yeah, here I am." And they said, "Well, how are you doing?" And "Fine, thanks." You know, they're real nice. "Fine, thanks." And they said, "Well, we can see you're busy, so so we'll go, but we'll come next month." And I thought, okay. And they just turned around and left. And as they were walking away, I just had some kind of unkind thoughts in my mind. And I thought, I was really getting up ahead of steam, actually. And I thought, well, man, in my sarcastic way, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait till they come next month. That was so exciting to have them come. So helpful. Now, I really didn't expect them to grab a shovel and start digging. They had their ties and their nice shirts and ties on. But I thought maybe they'd say we could come back another time and help. Anyway, as I was getting so upset, I remembered my recent visiting teaching experience just a few days before. And my companion and I had gone up to the home of a woman in our neighborhood, knocked on the door. Her children came. And we said, "Is your mom home?" And they said, "Well, yeah, but she's sick." And we said, "Oh, well, okay, well, we don't want to bother her. If she's sick, we'll come back later." And we just turned around and left. Now, we didn't know if the kids needed dinner, or if the mom needed a ride to the doctor, or if their father was out of town and they needed someone to stay with them. We didn't know because we didn't ask. We were not quick to observe. And so I just thought, I learned from that, I learned a lesson. I thought, okay, there really is a reason that we're coming here, and we need to be quick to observe and notice and see what we can do to help alleviate the pain of others. That'll help us stay on the path.
So as we are busy in our daily activities, let's make sure that we are always quick to observe what is going on around us and make sure that we're not tuned out and not so focused on, the screen in front of us or other things that we forget unplugging ourselves so we can see what is going on in the world around us. That's going to be a great blessing to our lives to be able to be quick to observe. Anyway, hope that message helps you out today. Just a couple of things to help you understand the character of who Mormon was. Sober and quick to observe, and may we also be that as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for sharing our messages. You guys are wonderful. Godspeed, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.